So will you talk a little bit about what you've done, because this has moved on since you took off the layers. It was quite bright, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Listening.
Right. Yeah. Since last time, I've the blue was too bright. In comparison to large chunks of rust. So what I've done is put layers of these. These are pigments. You can see in there, I think. That's a light dust pigment.
Oh, we've got lots of light dust around the house.
Yeah, and this is dark earth pigment, and I've mixed those up with some diluting liquids and brushed them on. You put them into sort of specific places so that a capillary action just pulls it into the crevices, like on these foot treads and in corners, and brushed it lightly over the whole thing. Used a darker one in lower down in places, and it's toned it all down rather well actually. So it's working okay. I think.
I'm just going to pause you a sec because I started to make a cup of tea.
Right.
Okay, okay. So.
And I put an awful lot more in the truck bed, so it looks heavily used. And with blue but very faded and grubby. Front bumper especially so.
Especially what? Can you hold it up?
Well, grubby.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
Heavily worn.
Yep.
So the next thing is to start doing some detail work. I'm going to put some black lines around the door shuts and round vents and things a bit. I'm going to paint the headlights, paint those in silver, so that when the LED lights are poked in, they look more like headlights. And I'll put some transparency over the top of it. I'll put the windows back in. I think I might stick in some side windows and rear windows into the whole thing.
And how are you going to do the detail work around this door? What will you use to do that?
I might use a fine tip black permanent marker.
Okay.
I'll see how that goes.
Could you turn it so that it's looking at the camera rather than at you? That's it. No, I don't need any more light. It's just that when you're talking about it, you point it towards you rather than... Okay.
I've done some more work on the interior.
I'm just looking at this at the moment.
Right.
These are just other bits of the...
Other parts, yeah.
Yeah, and the wheels.
Grill,
looking at the wheels.
The wheels.
And your chewing gum.
Chewing gum. Fuel tanks.
Interior. So what have you done on the interior?
Well, I've
turn it towards this way a bit. Thank you.
Painted some detail in the instrument panel.
Oh, blimey.
Painted the interior a bit, made that look a bit grubby and mucky, and painted the seats.
Okay.
That's it for the moment.
Okay. I'll come back and have a look when you've done your next step. Thank you, Mr. Gower.